Popsicle.
All right, cool. We're good now.
That works for me. That works. Oh boy. All right, I got my notes pulled up here. And off we go. Hello, welcome. Defiance Podcast, episode 2.
Episode
officially.
2.
Technically
It's official.
episode 3, but not episode 3. It's episode 2. Because episode 0 wasn't an episode, but it was an episode.
Indeed.
But it was just yeah. You guys know what I'm saying. Welcome to the podcast. Man, I can't wait till we can do this live. We'll have to find a good way to do this live. I mean, I guess to be fair, if we're doing it live, then I just OBS record it, and you don't have to record your own audio. We just do it that way.
That's true.
Let NVIDIA Broadcast take care of the rest. I don't know, something like that. Yes, Shay, how you doing?
Doing good, man. I had a pretty good week. Did a little bit of bullshit, but got through it. So, and hopefully the mic quality is better for those listeners today. Got a little application helping me out, so hopefully it sounds better for you guys.
Yep. We're both taking advantage of NVIDIA's broadcast software, their RTX voice and all of that. Not sponsored. NVIDIA sponsor us if you want us to keep talking good about your fucking graphics cards. Let's forget about the shortage. We don't talk about that, NVIDIA.
We'll leave it be. About
that. Taking advantage of that today. But today, we don't have any specific topic in mind. We have a whole list of topics in front of us. We want to talk about music and the kind of music we listen to, and I think we'll do that because we've been listening to a lot of music recently. I recently invested in a pair of studio headphones. So listening to music it's like an orgasm.
Oh, dude,
it's like having sex. When you have a pair of studio headphones, you got my amp and all that,
Oh yeah,
all
dude.
that fun stuff. It's got a bunch of fun knobs on it.
Yeah, dude. Go ahead.
The more knobs, the better, I say. Yes, as you were saying, Shay, what was that?
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of synthwave recently. Really been on that synthwave track recently, mostly today. Kind of woke up. I was doing a little sound design, making a little lo-fi beat, and I was like, you know what? I want to do some synthwave. So it's mostly what I've been doing all day.
Boy. He is a synthy boy, and I'm a huge fan of synth anything. I like the whole retro wave style, the old school DeLorean, Pink Sunset, all of that. Yeah. I have a mouse pad that has that kind of sunset on there. And a wallpaper with that kind of sunset on there. My computer case looked like it for a little bit. The lights that I did. My keyboard. It's a very, very awesome thing to like. If you don't like synthwave or anything involving synthwave, you have problems. Retrowave, Retrowriter, synthwave, all that. You guys have problems if you don't like that kind of music. What
the fuck is wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you? All right now, if you're listening to this and you don't like it, that's okay.
That's all right. We still love you.
We'll say that publicly, but in our heads, we're defiling you. You are a disgrace to this family.
Yeah.
Shay, I realized we started this without me having any food. Now I'm kind of depressed.
Yeah. Oh man, I should have got some food, my dude.
Man, I should have got some food. Should I DoorDash something? While
we're podcasting? Might as well.
Right? I think I'm gonna DoorDash something. But yeah, so synthwave is a big genre of music that I listen to. It's kind of weird though because synthwave and that kind of stuff, I don't listen to it in the car, but when I'm at home and I'm vibing, I'll listen to it.
Oh,
but
yeah,
in the car, in the car, if I'm going on a trip or something, I will, because then I imagine I'm in a DeLorean. And you got that bass track in the background, and you're just vibing,
dude,
not caring about who's around you, vibing at 66 and a 65.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe 75 and a 65.
Man, that shit's slow.
Okay, sorry that we don't have an Autobahn in the United States. All right, I'm sorry that the United States consists of $1 million highways. Okay, it's not
You're
not
right.
my fault. Um, yes, but I honestly, when I'm driving, if I'm driving my car, I usually listen to something with just a lot of bass because I have subs.
Yeah,
Don't care
yeah.
about what the song is. I just want my mirror to fall off while I'm driving down the road.
Yeah, for me,
Um,
it depends on where I'm going and like how I'm feeling. So usually on Mondays when I'm on my way to work, I put on my like feel good playlist on Spotify, and it's just a
ooh,
bunch
a
of
feel good
songs that just
playlist.
like just make me fucking vibe and sing along to. It's like a mix of Daft Punk and like got some fucking Rick James in there, Wild Cherry,
I'm
you
Rick
know,
James,
the good
bitch.
stuff.
Wild Cherry. Who's the other? You just said that, and that reminds me the dudes who I don't know why I can't remember their name, but it's all hey, you're a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good, I'm on top of it.
Oh
That
yeah.
those Buck Cherry? Is that what those guys are called?
I don't know what those guys are called. I'm gonna look it up.
Hold on. Wait, yeah, so am I. Buck Cherry. I was right. Yeah, Buck
Nice,
Cherry made
nice,
that song.
nice.
Yeah. Break me down. You got a lovely face. We're going to your place. Now you gotta freak me out.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, before we started this, we also put on some Phil Collins.
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody knows that
the
drum break. You know the one I'm talking about.
yes, the original drop in a song. You guys think all this trap music and makes me, like get ready for the bass drop. No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no, no. No, Phil Collins had the original one.
dude.
Because when I wish I was around when that song first came out, because I could just imagine you listen to this and you're like, okay, it's just some low, low tone kind of just love song going on, and then it goes doo 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 doo
Yes,
doo,
dude. You know,
and you're like, oh my god.
I just had a great idea. Imagine fucking In the Air Tonight in the style of synthwave.
You're gonna make me boom.
Dude, that would be fucking nuts.
There's Shay's project. Okay, there's
Yeah,
Shay's project. We will have this. If he can get this done, we will have it featured in an episode of our podcast. It will be the intro song because,
yeah,
oh my god, I could just imagine it. You have a
dude.
project now, Shay.
Hell yeah.
That's your job. That is now your job.
I'm just gonna write that down so I don't forget.
There you go, Shay. Shay over here is trying to figure out how to create his own personal brand, as anyone might know, because I'm so famous and you guys know it.
Yeah, of course.
I got my own brand over at twitch.tv /xexperior. And I'll put that down in the description. I'll put Shay's Twitch and stuff down in the description. He doesn't have anything yet, but for when he does, you'll already be there. You'll be ready.
Oh yeah.
Your ass will be prepared, spread out, eagle style. You'll be ready.
Oh yeah.
But maybe that should be his brand, is making synthwave versions of songs that don't have a synthwave version yet.
I mean, I'll definitely give it my best shot.
I think he could do it. You learn by doing and by making mistakes. And if you make one and everyone hates it, well, now you know what not to do. Don't make synthwave songs anymore. You fucking failure.
You fucking piece of shit, like fucking pathetic excuse for a music producer. I fucking hate you.
Fucking hate you. Fucking piece of shit. Disgraceful.
Fucking
Tudo. Not synthwave, but if you guys haven't heard the song Tudo, Tadow, you need to go check that out. It's kind of it's like a modern jazzy. How would you put it? Modern jazz.
Yeah, it's got like a tempo of like swing, but it's almost like it's got like jazz instrumentals. It's really good.
Yeah, it does have vocals in it too, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though. And you got me like tattoo. Well, actually, that's a song. If you guys go and listen to it and you enjoy it, that's a song that we just found randomly.
Yeah.
We were listening to music, and we started it "Dancing" by Aaron, whatever his name is, and then it transferred into that somehow. It just came up through our recommended, and it was pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
But genres. So in the notes here, and this is a shout out to Yoshi. He actually has here about the music as to why trap music is one of the most lazy genres of music to exist.
Yeah.
Now, we're not saying it's bad. It's not what that statement means. but it's definitely lazy.
Yeah.
It's almost as lazy as every popular song on this planet that's a 4-chord song.
Yeah.
Almost as lazy as that. But yes, trap remixes are pretty cool.
Yeah. Trap remixes are cool.
But it's also, you can easily make a trap remix of a song.
Yeah.
But we
yeah.
all jammed out to Little Einstein's trap remix.
Oh yeah, dude. That shit was dope.
We all know the SpongeBob trap remix. That became the meme song for a
Oh,
long
dude,
time.
yeah.
You know, yes. Memories of the trap. Oh, so much of our podcast is just memories. We're just keep going
dude.
back.
Just reminiscing.
Back in time. In a galaxy far, far away, we played Fancy Pants Adventures while listening to the trap remixes of the songs.
Yeah.
You know, again, a topic from our last episode, we talked about old school Flash games, including
dude.
Fancy Pants, which I feel like
I played a little bit of Fancy Pants fucking yesterday. I was trying to I got home from work and I was just trying to relax while my wife was cooking. So I was like, fuck, I'll play some fucking Fancy Pants Adventure. And dude, it put me in a really good mood because I was just like, nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
So music, Shay, like your music and your taste in music, like growing up, where did you get it from? Like the kind of music that you like now?
Well, actually, so my dad raised me on like metal. So growing up, I'd heard like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, more on the rock side, like AC/DC. A lot of those older quote unquote classic rock bands. Growing up with that. And then when I hit about I want to say about 12 or 13, I actually got into Nightcore. I mean, judge me later. But that's how I
It's just a phase, Mom.
Yeah, that's how I kind of transitioned into the electronic world of music, and mostly right after high school. I was like fucking depressed as hell, so of course I started getting into lo-fi, and then that's kind of where it branched off. After that, it was just like lo-fi, fucking synthwave, just all kinds of different music. And right now, my music taste is so diverse, it's really strange to some people. Remember, I was giving one of my coworkers a ride back, and I put on my feel good playlist, like I was talking about earlier. There's a couple of Daft Punk songs on there, but there's also "Heard It Through the Grapevine" by Marvin Gaye. So it was totally fucking all over the place. But I was just enjoying myself, and they were just like, damn, this is really strange. I was like, yeah, well, I listen to all kinds of music.
That's funny. Yeah, country's not really a big part of your taste, right?
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, growing up, it was mostly metal and the classic rock bands. I did hear a couple of country tracks, but it's just not my vibe,
And see, while I was growing up, I love metal and rock. I still like it. But growing up, country and early and late 2000s hip hop and rap music was huge. And another huge one, which I mean, this can be said for a lot of people, like Eminem specifically, always listen to him. I think at any time when I was riding in the vehicle with my mom and dad when I was younger, we had Eminem CD, and it was the whichever EP he had that had Trapped in the or Cleaning Out My Closet in it.
Yeah, it was I forget what it was called now, but my dad also had that. I think he burnt it onto a CD, so it's definitely not legal. But I did listen to that too growing up occasionally. It was mostly my sister though.
The Eminem Show.
Yeah.
And
my sister though, she really liked Eminem, and then she around 13, 14, she started getting into the whole rap and hip hop scene. So
yeah, no, Eminem was huge part of my life. I actually I don't freestyle. I'm white, whiter than sour cream, However, I have dwelled in it a little bit, and I'm not copying him when I do this, but anytime I freestyle, I pull a lot of like inspiration from him.
Oh
Like
yeah.
yesterday, me and my coworker is a huge fan of Eminem too, and we were leaving work, and I was making an Eminem style freestyle rap about my job,
Yeah.
and it actually came out pretty good.
Hell yeah.
But if I could if I had the cognitive ability to freestyle all the time, I would. But if you asked me to do something right now, it probably wouldn't be that good.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
at all.
like I'm very insecure about my singing voice, so I just let the instruments do the talking.
And see, I was like that for a while, but Shay's heard me sing before.
Yeah.
I have
Not
good
that bad.
moments, but I also have bad moments.
I'm pretty sure everyone has a bad moment.
Oh yeah, like
Although
Adele.
I can
kidding.
sound like fucking Luciano Pavarotti though.
Lucy. He used to be able to sound like Morgan Freeman, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
I can't do it anymore, man.
He cannot do it anymore. In middle school, this man did an entire speech
Like, okay,
in front of
so
history class in Morgan Freeman voice.
yeah. So you hear my voice now. This is like pretty much what it was way back in like 7th grade. My fucking voice dropped really quick, and
Yeah, his balls sagged very low in 7th grade.
And fucking yeah, like it just became a running joke. I was like the Morgan Freeman guy.
And people would straight ask him, they'd be like, "Could you read this in Morgan Freeman's voice?"
Yeah, and I'd be like, and I would, yeah.
He'd go up there and he'd be like, "Back in 1776."
Yeah.
We do Morgan Freeman all the time at work too. It's funny, like, because at our job, part of our dress policy is the shoes.
Yeah.
And like my boss wears like these neon green and neon pink like outline shoes, right? And they're talking about it, and I look over at him and I go, "I mean, how often do you look at a man's shoes?" And I was referencing to fucking Shawshank Redemption.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how often do you look at a man's shoes?
Yeah.
No one will even notice.
I mean, like I can't do the Morgan Freeman voice, but I definitely have my public speaking voice down because of my job. It's
I do too. I used to have a huge fear of public speaking, and then like I turned 20 and it just went away.
yeah.
Mostly because like when I started live streaming, that helped a lot.
Yeah.
And now that we're doing the podcast, like you just have to learn to be natural, poetic, punctual, and powerful.
Yeah.
The 3 P's: poetic, punctual, powerful. Yeah, I just came up with that off the spot, but I think that's pretty good. I should send
that's
that
pretty
to some
solid advice.
philosopher.
You should start
Dude.
one of those fucking like self-help email chains.
You wake up in the morning. Do you have a public speech today? Remember the 3 P's. Powerful. Wait. Powerful, punctual. Fuck, what was the 3rd P? I just forgot
Powerful,
the 3rd P.
punctual. Fuck. I forgot what it was.
Fuck, I'll go back and listen afterwards.
Okay.
Now, imagine Morgan Freeman singing, though. Imagine him rapping.
Damn, that'd be kind of legit, though.
First of all, he wouldn't rap. It would be something like this. Haley, I know you miss your mom. And I know you miss your dad when I'm gone.
Oh my god.
But wait, I just turned into Christopher Walken there.
Yeah.
Haley, I know you miss your mom and your dad. And that you were never given the life I never had. Why? Okay, I think of a character and then I immediately start talking like someone else. What's next? Fucking Frank Sinatra? Fly me to the moon. Fucking
Fly me to the moon.
Neil Armstrong's another running joke for our group too.
Among the stars. Yeah.
Wait, hey, I just had a thought. So we were doing test clips before this, and Shay decided that his test audio would be the Fitness Gram Pacer test.
Yes.
Imagine Louis Armstrong doing that. The Fitness Gram Pacer test. Is it a rapid test?
Oh my god. I can't do it. I'm laughing too hard now.
I see fields of green.
And clouds of white. I just sound like fucking Schwarzenegger there.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, get to the chopper.
Get to
Get
the
to the
chopper.
Yeah. This went from music to actors and our ability to be able to sound like other actors. If I could do Christopher Walken, I wish I could do Christopher Walken's voice like perfectly. Like, I need more cowbell. There's just not enough of it, baby. I need more cowbell. I see. I don't know. I don't know. It could be like Bush. George W. Bush. You have to learn how to do his laugh. The whole. See, I can't even do. Yeah. See, this is a fail. I'll say I could do Barack Obama for a little while. I wonder. My fellow Americans. I just want you to know that Michelle is pregnant with one of the secretary's child. Now, I don't believe in abortion, but a baseball bat works very well. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can do a Barack Obama here. All right,
my fellow viewers, if you are listening to this podcast right now, make sure to share it, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
My fellow Americans, I'm about to pre.
My fellow Americans, I'm about to pre. It's about to happen. I'm going to pre. If no one knows that reference, you need to go find it and figure it out for yourself. If you don't know the pre reference, Michelle, I'm about to pre. Dude, this whole time I'm doing the hand notions. I could do Trump for a little bit too. I had him down pretty well for a little while, and then I stopped. I wonder. Look, doing YouTube, best idea ever. All right, this is the best idea. Doing a podcast, uploading it, it's perfect. Okay, all the other podcasts, they're bad. All the other podcasts, they're influenced by China. All right, China. All right? I promise you, we have evidence that China has influenced other podcasts, okay?
Okay. We have evidence to point to China, okay? So here is what I'm going to tell you.
To do a perfect Trump voice, all you really have to learn is how to say China. China. We have great relations with China. Watch, this video is going to get flagged because I'm impersonating Trump. Okay, and don't even say the other thing. Otherwise, we're gonna get a fact list put on our fucking video. We all know what we're talking about, but we can't say it because YouTube algorithm will recognize it.
Yeah, and YouTube be
but you know what we're talking about. Yeah, YouTube will be like, no, it's not allowed.
No,
my fellow Americans, no.
My fellow Americans.
Can we wait? No. Can we go back? Hold on, I'm gonna go back to something we talked about in a previous podcast. What do you mean? My fellow Americans. Are you referring to the Canadians as well?
Yeah.
Remember what I said? It should be my fellow United States citizens. There you go. See, that makes technically, if we're going with technicalities, that's the more politically correct way to say it.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I bet you it excuse me. I bet you we could replace it with just like my fellow citizens. You know?
Right. My fellow citizens. Hello.
Hello.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Do you guys feel the burn yet, Mr. Krabs?
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Yo, I'm going to be honest that we're not making this political or anything like that. But I feel like Biden is the now adult version of that kid who's like, can you believe? Can you that you could do anything you dreamed?
Yes.
Just saying. I'm not giving a view here, but I think he's that kid grown up, and we just never noticed it. We never realized the correlation. Like. That you could do anything.
You could do anything.
Oh my God! Who else is fun to impersonate? There's a lot of people. I wish I could do Seth MacFarlane, but I can't do Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, shit's like impossible.
Hey Peter, Yeah, see, I can't do that. I'm not deep enough. Hey, Peter.
I used to be able to do Cleveland Brown.
Oh, Cleveland Brown impersonators. When they can do it right, it's hilarious. When you
Yeah,
can do
dude.
Cleveland Brown. No, 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 no.
My name is
God damn it.
Cleveland Brown, and I'm proud to be right back in
Right
my
back in my
hometown with
hometown
my
with
new
my new
family.
family. This is my right hand. This is my Lee hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you believe that Seth MacFarlane can do all those voices?
Yeah, that
Like,
shit's
it is-
crazy, man.
It's fucking insane. Can you also believe that Seth MacFarlane has actually acted in movies before? I would have never imagined. I feel like he would have just stuck with the animated, doing voices and stuff. And it's really hard to watch A Million Ways to Die in the West when you look at him and you just see this conglomerate of characters within him. And you're like, okay, for this scene, is he Peter? Right? Is he going to be Peter? Is he going to be Stewie? What is he doing for this one? You know what I mean? Like, now, A Million Ways to Die in the West is pretty funny. I haven't watched it all the way through, but I've seen multiple clips throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And, Seth MacFarlane is the best impersonator / person to do voices on the planet.
Yes.
His legacy will live on. You all thought our Lord and Savior was Gaben. No. No. It's Seth MacFarlane. Oh my Lord. All right, what else can I impersonate?
I don't know, man.
I could do Stitch.
Yeah?
Mihana means family.
Ah, nice.
I'm Stitch. Fuck you. No.
Heck yeah.
I could do Elmo for a little bit too, but I don't think I can. I think my voice got slightly too deep.
Yeah.
Like deeper than for Elmo. Like, hi, I'm Elmo. Yeah. No, it's A B C 1 2 3.
Baby, you and me.
Jackson 5.
Yeah, dude.
Jackson 5. Sticking on the back to the topic of music. Jackson fucking 5.
Dude, I still kind of jammed to a couple other songs. I'm not gonna lie.
I do too. Imagine if they had all grown up together to be like, obviously it's not a full boy band, but to be the boy band, but without just boys. Do you ever imagine how things would be different? Like,
that'd be crazy, man.
Dude, there was this interview with Michael Jackson when he was still alive, and they wanted him to talk about the tour, and they're like, you need to say good things about the tour, and he looks at them and goes, but I don't like touring. I hate it. And they're like, well, yes, we know, but you have to do it. So he looks at the camera and they're like, and go, Michael. And he all goes, I love the tour. And everyone just starts laughing. When I saw that, I immediately thought of, I love refrigerators.
I love refrigerators.
Respect the drip. I love refrigerators.
Yeah, dude.
Mountain Dew Rise. Rise! Rise!
Rise!
It's a song. It's better. Songs, movies. Have you ever seen Highlander?
No, I haven't actually.
You've never seen Highlander? Really?
No, dude. Yeah.
Only watch the first one.
Okay.
Only the first one makes sense. Every other movie after it, there was no point. Like the entire storyline of Highlander was ended at the first movie. It was over. It was done. There was no more. But they decided to continue, and there was no point. But the villain, he had his throat cut earlier in his life, in his immortality life, and so he talks with a raspy voice. You know what I mean? And there's a scene where he's all like, "It's better the burnout than the fade away." And he's in this church, and these two ladies go past him, and he's all, "Ladies," while they're walking past. He's just this chaotic, happy, neutral or evil guy.
Yeah.
And doing these impersonations reminded me of him because of how he talks. But yeah, he's all walking out of the church or the synagogue or whatever it is, and he's all, "It's better the burnout than the fade away." And he does a spin and walks out. I don't know why that all reminded me of that, but See, that's what this podcast is. It doesn't have a clear road to go down. Our road is
Yeah.
like 50 different paths.
I
that
mean,
are all
like, we-
rocky that just bounce you down the hill.
We start with like one topic in mind, and then we just branch off from there.
All right, we branch off like an Alabama family tree.
Jesus Christ.
Gosh, what other? We were talking about music taste. Oh yeah, let's go
Yeah.
back to that topic for a second, because music taste. I was bringing up country.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of country when I was growing up because of my dad. My dad and my grandpa were both cowboys. Now I was a young cowboy and I could still pull it off. And if you don't, because I'm from Indiana, every once in a while you kind of hear that accent come out on accident, right? But Colorado's kind of ruined it.
Hey now.
But hey, you're a rock star. Get your game on. Go
Jesus
play.
fucking Christ.
Ha ha ha! Now you're thinking of Shrek. You fuck.
Yes, I am. You're right.
But like, I still listen to the country now, and I'll still sing it. A lot of George Strait, Clint Eastwood, Rascal Flatts was a part of it. Listen to a lot of them. You know, a song from George Strait that I was listening to, and I'm gonna make sure it's George Strait. I'm not just pulling a fart here. I'm pretty sure it's George Strait. Yes, George Strait. It is. I'm stupid. Is Baby Blue.
Mm.
Listen to a lot of that. Now, my girlfriend currently has brown eyes, and there isn't really a way, because I thought about singing this one time around her, but there's not a way to change it, because he's all like, baby blue was the color of her eyes, and I'm like, can I change that for her? And I just go, baby brown.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
Poop brown was the color of her eyes. Poop brown.
Nice.
Like the shit from my horse nigh. Like a breath of shit, she came and left. And I still don't know why. Actually, they're not pure brown. Her eyes have like a gold tint to them. I'm like, I wonder if I can play off of that. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Shiny
like,
gold was the color of her eyes.
Back to the discussion on music, I had a little thing that I wanted to add. So, like, in middle school, and they started allowing us to have, like, headphones and shit to listen to music, I literally had, like, Pandora, and I had my fucking Nightcore playlist, and I'd just be fucking jamming to that the entire fucking class. And,
just a phase, Mom.
Just a phase, Mom.
Just a phase, Mom. I promise I'm not going to be edgy forever. And then look where you went.
Yeah, like, now
See, I'm in my edgy phase currently. If you watch my live stream, I have like dark blue hair. I got like holes in jeans. Like, I'm in my edgy phase currently. But what's sad is it feels normal. And I almost feel like I'm going to be in the edgy phase forever. Because I like Blackfield Brides a lot.
Yeah, dude.
Right? You know, listen to a lot of Blackfield Brides, a lot of Bullet for My Valentine, My Chemical Romance. You know, when I was a young boy, my father took me to the city to see a marching band. You know?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be stuck in this edgy phase. And no, like, here's what I'm going to do, right? If I get better at singing, I'm going to go onto The Voice. I'm going to go pure emo. I'm going to have everything. I'm going to do the black eyeliner. I'm going to do everything possible. The chains. I'm going to put the spike collar on to show that I'm a sub 100%, right? And I'm going to go on there and start singing a country song and see what the reactions are. Because imagine you think this awesome country singer you're hearing singing a classic song. Like, I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna see this cowboy hat and these cowboy boots and these Levi jeans. You turn around and no, it looks like someone who slits his wrists on a daily.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn. And then you go,
damn.
You know what I mean? You're like, I want you on my team. You know, Blake Shelton being like, I want you. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna talk into the mic really quality. I'm gonna be like, thank you for turning around. My entire life, I've been like this, but I always felt a passion for country.
God.
Listen, Mom, shut up! It's just a phase. Yeah, I like country a lot. I'm gonna like have my hands around the microphone, get really close to it while staring him deep in the eyes.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna go with Blake Sheldon. And he's all gonna like
Fuck.
run up to me to like shake my hand. My hands are gonna be like down in my pockets. I'm gonna be slumped over.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see it. Just
I
saying.
can see it.
I think I could do it. I could pull it off.
Yeah. Dude, I tell you what, when I get out, I'm growing a fucking beard.
Yeah, I'm never gonna have a beard. It won't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I have
unfortunate
stubble.
for you, but
I have stubble. I couldn't imagine me with a beard. Seeing a young picture of me like now and then having a beard in like 10 years. Oh my god. I look
dude.
more manly, but I have to get fat. I don't
Yeah,
want to be fat because fat people look better with beards than
That's
skinny
true.
people. That's all I'm gonna say.
you're right.
I do.
Although I guess it depends on the style of beard.
What was that look you just gave me?
I guess it
Wait,
depends
no,
on
your
the.
beard looks good too, Daniel.
Oh, okay.
No, the beards that are better for skinny people is anything Irish looking,
Yeah.
or like like anytime you see like Irish fighters, they have that specific kind of mustache style.
Yeah.
Yes, that kind, the gentleman's mustache.
Of course.
No, I turned and looked at my door, and Daniel was looking at me after I made that comment. I'm all like, "No, your beard's beautiful. I promise." No, it's because if you're a bigger person, I won't say fat, but if you're a bigger person, you have a beard, people are just scared of you.
Yeah, it's true.
No matter how big of a teddy bear you are, people are just scared.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like if I were to if I wasn't 21 and I was going to a bar and the bouncer was a bigger dude with a beard, I wouldn't even try.
Yeah.
I'd walk
Yeah.
away. But nope.
Be like, all right, I'm out.
Even if he let me in, nope, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. But yeah, no, fuck that. See, that's what we're talking about. This podcast, we're fucking talking about music, and then we branch off the beards.
Yeah,
and
it'd
then,
be like that.
Like what? I don't even know what's going on anymore with this podcast.
Me either.
So, Shay.
Yeah.
Question for you.
All right.
I don't actually have a question. I have a statement though.
Okay.
And that statement is, everyone listening to this podcast, you should like and subscribe if you like it.
Yes, definitely do that thing.
Do the thing. If you don't do the thing, you will not get free cookies.
Yeah.
If you don't get, and everyone likes free cookies. Just saying.
You're right.
I would
Except
never say
for,
no to cookies.
like on sketchy websites.
Yeah, maybe don't order cookies off of sketchy websites. No matter how much you want those oatmeal raisin cookies, don't.
That
Just
joke
don't do
went
it.
right over your head.
Wait. Oh, fuck. A web programming joke. Got it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Next level humor. Fucking top
Next
tier.
level humor.
Fucking big brain. Fucking all the good shit.
I feel that. Shay, entertain the podcast for a moment.
Okay.
I need to go ask a question to someone.
All right. Yeah, so I guess just me. I guess I'll talk a little bit about my music production. So I actually don't use Ableton or FL Studio right now. I use this dock called Waveform by Traction. Not sponsored. It's just I got it as the free version because at the time I couldn't afford FL Studio or Ableton. So I got it as the free version. And I just got used to it. The workflow just seemed to click with me. So I eventually bought the pro version of Waveform, and that's what I use now. It's pretty straightforward. The stock plugins are kind of trash, but all the free plugin bundle from M Audio is great. Not sponsored by them either. They want to sponsor. Anyways, yeah. So if you're ever curious or you want to dabble into some music production on yourself, I'd recommend Traction Waveform. It's pretty good. Not sponsored. Um, the only thing, I guess, yeah, the stock plugins suck, but MIDI editor is pretty intuitive, although it doesn't have the functionality of like the FL Studio piano roll, like strum and all those things. So you have to manually do it, or you have to use MIDI keyboards like I do whenever I'm making lo-fi to get the nice little strum sound for the chords and what have you.
Shay, have you been abusing our listeners?
I was, and then I went silent for about 10 seconds, and then you came here, so.
I was, and I went silent for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh boy. My our roommate said that we should talk about, what was it, geopolitical climate change?
It's probably not a good idea.
Nobody wants to hear about the world right now.
You know what climate is changing? Me in this room, because my heart's made of ice and it's getting cold in here.
It's fucking
Oh, I thought it was because I'm in here.
You are making me warm, Daniel. Oh god, none of our viewers are gonna know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It's just a little bit weird.
That's a little bit weird.
Oh, it's a little bit weird. Oh, it's a little bit weird. Jesus Christ. Every time me and Shay are in a Discord together, every time that happens.
It's
At
true.
some point, that fucking happens. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know when. But it fucking happens. Every time. You know what's cool about DoorDash?
What's that?
Now that we have DoorDash here, you can actually order from multiple restaurants.
Oh, really?
And have them go and get it all and then bring it to you. Yeah.
Very nice.
It's kind of weird. But I mean, you cool with just pepperoni, Daniel? Okay. Yeah, so on to the next topic. We don't have a next topic, but on to another topic. What were you talking about when I left?
I didn't really know what to talk about, so I just talked about what I use for my music.
That's fair. That's fair. Giving some insight. Maybe for anyone who's looking to get into music production who happens to listen to this.
Yeah.
Use what he told you. Actually,
Yes.
don't. He's a bad influence. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you're right. I'm a terrible influence. Don't listen to a word I say.
Terrible. Gambling. Shay.
Gambling.
So, in-game gambling.
Mm.
So, the stuff like loot boxes and stuff like that, when they made the change, because, in Overwatch, that's one of the biggest, kind of names when you hear of gambling. You think of Overwatch a lot of the times because in a lot of countries, loot boxes got banned.
Yeah.
Because technically speaking, they made it to where, like, yeah, you paying money, but you don't know what you're getting in the loot box. Therefore, you're gambling on what you might get.
Right, right.
What's like your opinion on that kind of stuff? Like, how do you feel of like loot boxes in Overwatch when Call of Duty had them, and a lot of games where you pay to get this box and you may or may not get something good? Like, what do you think about that kind of stuff? Is it good for children? Is it?
I think that any kind of microtransaction is just fucking garbage. I hate that shit in games. Like, if you're gonna have some kind of, like RNG mechanic, loot boxes and stuff, like, I don't know. It's a weird topic because I don't think you should pay like actual money for something like that. Because I feel like it's just fueling future gambling addictions, because like you get really into a game and then all of a sudden you got this loot box and it's like, oh, I can't wait to see what's in here because it's part of this game, and then it kind of like cements in your brain that gambling might be something that you're interested in later on in life. But yeah, that's what I think about it.
Good opinion. I like that. How I kind of feel about it, kind of like my whole opinion on the whole thing when it comes to kids and stuff doing it. Okay. Um, I'm not gonna say it's like a gateway for like when they get older and can actually go legally gamble that they will be like, oh my god, I used to just in the games. I want to go gamble in real life. I don't think it's a gateway for that because I've heard that argument before. I'm like, well, they do it in games. You're gonna want to do it when they're an adult. No,
Yeah.
no. That's like saying like games cause violence. It's like no, they don't.
It's like,
Parents'
no.
negligence causes violence.
Yeah.
But with that kind of stuff, like here's how I kind of see it. Like back in the day when Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, those kind of games, right? You bought the game and that was the game.
Yeah.
Right? There was no microtransaction or anything like that. Back then, you could do that. Companies could do that. But nowadays, there's so many more people playing these games. There's such a huge fan base, a lot bigger of a company. And when you get to that point, there has to be some sort of way for you to make additional money. Now, Call of Duty's kind of fixed this to where when you buy something, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Like, because, you buy the COD points and then they have packs and you just buy the packs. But before that, you buy 100 supply drops or whatever. And then you don't know what you're actually getting through all that.
Yeah.
But in terms of like gambling, I would never consider it gambling unless you're getting monetary value back.
Yeah.
So like in tournaments and stuff like that, like this makes sense because when you're 8, you can't do any tournaments that cost money until you turn 18.
Yeah.
Because you're paying $5 to get in and you're gambling to get a certain amount of money back or lose it all. That I can respect. But in game, I don't really see it as gambling that much, personally.
Right.
It's like you're buying a loot box. You're not getting monetary value out of it. You're just getting in-game items. You're purchasing a loot box. That is what the money's going towards. What's in the loot box shouldn't really matter unless there's monetary value to it.
Right. I mean, one thing that I just absolutely will not stand for is pay to win games. That shit is just, I don't get it. It's like, it's not even a game if you can just buy the best gear, just wreck everybody. You know what I mean?
Right. No, that I agree with. Any game to like pay money to get better items, I don't like that. Like Advanced Warfare had that. Like, yeah, you buy this, you could get variants of guns, and this variant's better than this variant. This better, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
as a Call of Duty fanboy, yeah, I hated that. That wasn't fair. Like that's I don't like that.
Yeah. I like the pay to win things. Garbage. Hate it so much.
Anything pay the win is stupid. If it's cosmetic items only, okay.
Yeah, okay. Totally down with that. I mean, and a lot of games now do that. Like you can buy skins, or you can buy like costumes or whatever, which is totally fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah. But when it crosses the line into pay to win, then it becomes a big problem for me.
Then it is an issue. Yes, I completely agree with that. Yeah, again, I always go back to Advanced Warfare as an example. Anyone who's listened to this who's played Advanced Warfare, the Battle Inferno, the Silver Bullet, the more Silver Bullet, the ASM-1 Speakeasy, like all these guns. There's a reason why in the Pro League, like during CDL, none of the variants were allowed because it's it's not fair. Because then this dude's account could have it and your account doesn't have it, and you're gonna get mowed because the gun's just way better because of its variant. Yeah. And again, of course, like I still consider that pay to win because even though you didn't know if you were going to get it from that specific, supply crate or not, you could still get it and you paid money to get it, So if they had that kind of system, but you didn't have to pay money for it, I may be a little more susceptible to accepting that because then it's not pay to win. It's luck to win.
Yeah.
More or less. But even then, that's just not kind of fair because it's like, so he gets 5 drops, I get 5 drops, but now he has an item that's going to advance him 10 levels faster than me because he got luck of the draw. I don't like that too much either, depending on the game, So it's like a roulette thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I might, if it's like, I don't know if it's like only single player, like if you pay for an item to help you out in like a single player mode, but not multiplayer, then whatever. If you want to
Then
spend
you're
your
a
money
piece
on
of
that,
shit
go
because that
ahead.
means you don't have the dedication, the grind, and
Yeah,
enjoy
yeah.
the game for how it's supposed to be played. You cheater. Yeah, single player. If it was single player, I probably wouldn't care that much. But multiplayer games, yeah, no, that's what causes people to hack games and shit.
Yeah, it's true.
So fucking yeah. So what about like gambling? I'll let you go on this topic because I have to pee, and
Yeah, I
I'll
have
hear
to
your
too.
answer.
So,
Well, I'll go first. I call dibs.
all right.
When it comes to gambling outside of the game, so like tournaments and wagers and stuff like that, what's your whole opinion on that?
Well, I mean, people are adults. They can make their own decisions. If they want to gamble their money away, then go for it. But like, I think I see gambling. If you're an adult and you go to a casino or whatever, I see it as like a harmless vice. Like it doesn't really bother me as much because if someone wants to lose all their money on a fixed game, that's on them. I don't care about that. I mean, yeah, pretty much that. It's just
Right.
yeah.
Very well said. See, so in terms of like gambling outside of games and stuff, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think kids should be allowed to do it.
Definitely not.
Unless you can get a parent's permission and verifiable parent's permission. Because again, when I was a kid, I enjoyed watching CDL. I played CS:GO before I was 18.
Yeah.
I think as long as you have a verifiable parent's consent, you should be able to do whatever you want. I don't think you should be able to do it willy-nilly. It should definitely be monitored.
Yeah.
But because here's the thing, when I'm 16 versus when I'm 18, I'm probably not going to be that much different.
Yeah.
In those 2 years. So my maturity level and how I handle money will probably be the same between that gap. A lot can happen in 2 years, but in terms of your growth and stuff like that, maybe it changed. Maybe you got a job and you learned how to save money more, but that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But if your parents are like, yeah, sure, go ahead, honey, or you want to win that tournament, here's your $5 to get in, grandsonny, then I think that should be allowed.
Yeah,
I mean, I hate like in CDL you have to be 18 in order to be on a competitive team, and I don't like that very much. Like, I don't think you should be 14 to be on it, but I think once like you're 16, you're kind of a little bit more mature. If you got the game, then you should be able to fucking play your heart out, win as much money as you want to. Fortnite allowed it to happen. Like fucking how old? I think he was 15. That kid, wasn't he? I think he was 15 and he won $3 million at a Fortnite tournament.
Yeah, something crazy like that.
And that's why I don't play Fortnite. I go in there. By the time I have stairs built, they have a fucking 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
Already built. I'm like, all right, well, fuck me, I guess. So on online gambling, it's crazy where the internet's taken us.
I agree.
In terms of being able to do that kind of shit. Online transactions, online gambling. Older generations would be like, back in my day, you had to go to the horse race in order to gamble.
Yeah.
Now you could do it with a robot. It's like, it's not a robot, Grandpa. It's your computer. It's a robot.
It's a robot.
Grandpa. They're taking over the planet.
Let's get you to bed, Grandpa.
They're in the trees. They're in the trees. God, man, I like this podcast. I like where this is going. I like the randomness of it. Hopefully you guys enjoy the randomness too. I'm going to plug one more time. Make sure to subscribe and like this video if you guys do appreciate, you like listening to it. If you think a friend of yours will enjoy listening to something like this, make sure to share it to them. Share this to your grandma because let's be frank, while she's making cookies, she needs something to listen to other than Pioneer Woman. We all know it's true. Okay. Yeah. Gosh, this is many, many little topics going on in this.
Yeah.
In this podcast.
That's all right.
Let's talk about the future real quick. We're starting up this podcast. What are your thoughts so far about podcasting? Like,
You
because I know we talked about last episode why you wanted to do it. And it was
Yeah.
something that you've listened to a bunch. But your thoughts on it, like what are the benefits of making a podcast instead of making videos and that sort of thing, and doing this style that we're doing right now?
I think, you know, I just like talking sometimes. You know, like outside of, I mean, outside of, you know, the internet and Discord and whatever, I don't really like talking very much. But if it's with someone that I'm comfortable with, you know, I can talk fucking all night. And, you know, the podcast.
And we're pretty comfortable with each other, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, for the podcast, you know, I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I think that the advantage of podcast over like a video is that, you know, we have less to worry about, you know, for the podcast. Like we can get content out there without having to worry about, you know, for the most part, without having to worry about like, you know, copyright stuff, video editing, fucking, you know, content, storyline type stuff. We don't really have to worry about that with podcasting. Just, you know, free form, let our thoughts get out and just have discussion. You know, that's what I think podcast is good for.
And I can agree with that. I enjoy talking too. I have annoyed Shay on several occasions. You know, like doing this kind of thing, because here's the deal, right? You're not focused on looking at a video. You're not focused on a game. You're not focused on anything else. You're simply focused on just your thoughts and what the other people are saying.
Yeah.
When you're doing something like this. And it's much more clear in your head of what you're going to say next, what you're going to talk about. Another thing is too, is when you're doing this kind of thing, like we just have a topic list in front of us. Otherwise we're just vibing.
Yeah.
You know, I got Audacity on my left screen, just making sure I'm not blowing anyone's eardrums out. And that's as far as it needs to go. We're vibing, we're chilling. And we do this anyway. Me and Shay, we've had multiple conversations on multiple things. I think I said this in episode 0, multiple conversations just out of random in Discord that it would have been awesome for other people to hear, you know? I feel like it's less restricting to be able to do a podcast like this without the video or anything like that. It's a lot less restricting. You're not getting judged by how you look.
Yeah.
When people are listening to, they're just listening to your words. And words are the most powerful thing on this planet next to the pen.
Agree.
So, by the way, while we're doing this, the very first official episode of the podcast is now up. So
go check that out if you haven't already. Yeah.
Make sure you don't got to watch these in order. It's okay. You can go to 5, 15 to 0, 17 once we're to that point. Yes, that is now up. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because you guys are listening to this in the future. So,
Yeah.
But now I've reminded you that there's another episode. So when this is over, you have something else to go watch. So ha 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 ha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, and I think podcast, it's a very good opportunity to get people to express themselves too.
Yeah.
Because if we ever bring a guest or someone else on here, you know, they're being directed with questions, and they're able to just be open about it. Because we're not here to judge. I'm not going to judge people. We're not going to yell at people. You know, I'm not going to yell at Shay. I'll yell at him after the podcast. I'll get mad at him. And be like, you shouldn't have fucking said that, you piece of shit. No. You know, it's very... And again, while this is going on, when people are listening to this, they're thinking too. Like I said, we want you to think about your thoughts and have thoughts about your thoughts and thoughts about your thinks.
Yep.
That. You know, so it makes people think, and then once we make you think once, you want to listen to us again, to listen to more things, to make you think and thought and things. Just some information though about, you know, the podcast. Like I said in episode 0, this is going to be a part of an organization. So there will be, everyone will have their own personal brands. Like I said, I have my own. Shay will be creating his. This will be a part of a bigger thing. But we want to make sure we're branched out into as many platforms as possible to give everyone kind of what they want to watch. If you want to watch gameplay, we'll have gameplay. If you want to watch esports, we'll have esports. If you just want to watch someone stream Minecraft and get scared of a creeper, like my girlfriend, we have that too. Yeah. I smell like someone's cooking something.
Why?
It smells like popcorn. Y'all smell that at home? You don't? Well, why didn't you make any popcorn before you started listening to this? Oh, you're probably driving.
That? Oh, yeah, you're
Maybe
right.
don't make popcorn while driving. That'd be
probably
impressive.
Not a good idea. Damn.
Portable popcorn maker.
Oh yeah, that'd be legit.
Man, I think we need to create this merch. By the way, once we get enough following, we will have merch because who doesn't like merchandise? Defiance. The point of the name. We didn't really talk about why we came up with the name. I don't think, but defiance. We want to defy what people think. Not fall into social norms or anything like that. We want, like, what do you call children, right? You're being defiant, right? That's what we're gonna be. We're being defiant to what people think about things, because there's probably people who's gonna listen to this gonna be like, they don't have any structure. I don't like this at all. It's like, yeah, why have a structure?
Yeah.
When you have a script or a structure in front of you that's guiding what you want to say and what you're gonna say, if you don't have anything like that, everything's freeform.
Yeah.
It's like we're fucking over here making slam poetry.
Yeah, dude.
Cynthia is dead.
Rough times.
Rough, buddy. So that's merch. Obviously the logo and stuff that you guys see now, I kind of just whipped that up in GIMP because I'm a god and I whipped that up in GIMP. That's probably not going to be the official one, to be completely honest with you. I have an idea on what I want to do. Like, I almost want to do something with the anonymous mask.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
But we had to figure that out. Or, because we were going to be known as the Cybergens.
Yeah.
But that's corny. So maybe I'll make it something gentlemanly. And no, we're not copying the Spiffing Brit.
No.
But it is going to be a top hat, a monocle, and a very gorgeous looking mustache.
Oh,
it's gonna put the Monopoly Man to shame.
Hell yeah.
The Mandela effect. The Monopoly Man has never had a monocle.
Interesting.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Did you think he had a monocle?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's never had one. Ever.
That's why.
Also, the Berenstein Bears, right? With how you think it's spelled, it's not spelled with bear. Even though they are bears, it's not BEAR.
Interesting.
The Mandela effect. That effect's crazy. The stuff that you like. Just the Mandela effect, man.
Yeah. If we're talking about like weird fucking psychological phenomenon, I'd like to talk about fucking like deja vu and like, I guess, premonitions and dreams.
We have lived past lives before.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, so this has happened to me quite a bit. Like, I'll have a dream of something and like, months, weeks, sometimes years after that dream, that exact thing will happen and I'll just get like deja vu from it. It's really strange.
Oh, I have it. I know exactly what you're talking about because I've had it too. I've had it happen so many times. I'm like, I just had a dream about this.
Yeah.
Not that long ago, and now it's happening. Like your dreams, they say, your dreams come true, and I think it's true.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is when you have a dream, remember that your dream can only be made up of things that you have seen before.
Yeah.
It cannot create things. It can create faces out of multiple people that you've seen, but it cannot create something new. It's not possible for it to create something you've never seen. So at some point when you have a dream, that same kind of thing could happen, depending on the severity of the dream.
Yeah.
Kind of like, falling. You're falling and then you wake up.
Oh, yeah. Had a couple
I
of
hate
those.
those. Hate those with a fucking passion. But, yeah, no, dreams. Don't let your memes be dreams. I don't know why I just thought of that. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yes, no, where was I going with that? Deja vu, yes. I have it a lot. Deja vu, I've had multiple cases. I strongly believe that that there's someone with a rewind button and you just don't realize that you've been rewinded.
Yeah.
You got rewinded one time and you're like, haven't I done this before?
Yeah, it's like,
no, I couldn't have done this. No, I have done this before. I've totally done this before. Deja vu. Feel like I've been in this place before.
Back in the streets.
Deja vu. That song is great.
So good.
So repetitive, but it's so great.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, psychological phenomenon. What's the
Oh,
worst case of deja vu that you've had?
the worst case?
Yes.
I had this deja vu one time to where like it kind of gave me an existential crisis. Like I was experiencing the deja vu and I just started freaking out for some reason. It was like something involving work. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember having a dream about it a long time ago, and then I experienced it, later on. But instead of just one dream, it was like multiple in sequence. So I just like started freaking out, and that was probably the worst case of deja vu I've ever had.
Existential crisis. Oh boy.
Yeah,
When Shay has an existential crisis, that's not good.
yeah. I was like,
Shay,
dude, I didn't know what
it's
to
like the
think
Hulk.
because it was just like one thing after the other. Is just a shit ton of deja vu. It was overwhelming. It was really strange.
And here, like, people, because there's a lot of people out there like magic. They're like, magic can't exist. This can't exist, that can't exist, and you're like, but there's nothing proving that it can't exist.
Yeah, you're right.
Like the dream you have when you have that kind of deja vu, it could have been a trailer, a movie trailer for what was about to happen. It was a preview for what was to come. And it's not like this isn't relatable. Everyone's had a case of it at some point, and don't lie. You've had it.
Oh yeah.
It's trippy. And then when you have deja vu, it puts you on like a line of other things psychological.
Yeah.
That happens just randomly, like the fact, like your narrator in your head, your subconscious doesn't have a voice.
Yeah.
Like think of your subconscious thoughts. It doesn't have a tone or a pitch. You can hear it, but it does not have a voice unless you give it a voice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like it's like if a voice could have the actual definition of clear, like see-through, your subconscious's voice would be that.
Yeah.
If you could put clear on a voice, that is exactly what that would be. Oh lordy.
But yeah,
my dasher is arriving in 4 to 6 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a good opportunity to go take a piss, so I'll be right back.
He's gonna go take a piss. And now you all are left here alone with me. I hope everyone has had a good week, month, year so far. Excuse me. I hope everyone's doing amazing right now. I hope everything in your life is going well. Hope you got that job that you've been wanting, that pay raise. You got that dream car of yours. We're talking about dreams. We're talking about actual dreams. But when you look at dreams, I think any of you guys, if you have accomplished your dreams, give yourself a pat on the back. If you have accomplished something that you've been wanting to do for years, please pat yourself on the back because, that's good on you. It's an awesome feeling to accomplish something. I finally have like my own home, and it's a great accomplishment for me to finally have that. It's a good feeling too. The feeling that you get whenever you accomplish something is just amazing. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back, please. I will be right back. My food is approaching.
Hope you guys are enjoying the podcast here. Probably end up cutting out these like long sentences, but just in case, I forget where I was going with this. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I know it's kind of all over the place, but the rest of them are probably going to be like that as well. So, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you want.
Has Shay returned? Hello. I've returned from getting my food.
Yeah.
Got me some pizza.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Actually, it is Little Caesars. Fuck yeah, bud. Yeah, Yes, thank you so much for tuning in and listening. Episode 2 of out of a million. That's the goal. 1 million podcast episodes. We're going to be 90 trying to record a podcast, and it's just going to be full of yeah. Yes, thank you so much for tuning in and listening. Make sure to go watch episode 0 and 1 if you haven't already, if you just newly found us. I hope everyone has a good day, good evening, good night, good shift, whatever. Yeah. Bye, everyone.